What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Just Geeking Out. We are talking geek on Sundays. We're here at 4 o'clock Pacific time. Yes, and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually I'm here with my cousin Chris, but I'm solo today. He's on vacation. And I just want to hop on. It's going to be a short one. We're not going to go through all the news and the stuff that we usually do. I'm just going to jump on here, see who's around, just to chat, maybe talk a little Superman, show off some of the toys I have that I have unboxed and have yet to unbox. Yeah, it's to be a real quick one, man. We just talking quick geek, fast talking geek. I haven't come up with a catchphrase for it yet. Um, Anywho, first I just want to show some love for the people who passed away, man. Julian McMahon passed away this week, and for those of you who are unaware of who he is, he was Doctor Doom in the original Fantastic Four. Nip Tuck. He's been in just several things. Charmed, amazing actor, and he passed away, as well as Michael Madsen. Maston. I always say his name wrong. Excuse me. Um, he passed away, of course, Reservoir Dogs, one of my favorite freaking films, Donnie Brasco. And he actually played Harvey Bullock in one of the Bat in the Sun Batman film. I believe it's called Dying is Easy, I want to say. Um, or Alaska it's 3 p.m. for you guys right now, etc. I DM'd you about doing the Superman video next week or Monday, actually, Monday evening. Let me know if you're available, man. But yeah, man, we we lost some really great actors. So I just want to throw some love to their family and all that jazz. I grabbed this, I'm a big Superman fan. If you can't tell, you can see I'm sitting in my Superman chair. Yeah. And it's been kind of crazy in general, right? With everything going on in this world. And yeah, to anyone who's lost anyone this week, much love and prayers out to your families. It's been wild. Um, but I did do some pickups. So I grabbed this comic. I'm a big Superman fan, like I was saying. So I grabbed this bad boy. I was kind of waiting for this to come out in graphic novel form. I missed out on the issues. I just love the idea of seeing Superman and Lois fighting side by side, and the artwork here is pretty dope. I don't know much about this story, but I'm excited to jump into Superman and Lois Lane as Superwoman. Very excited about that. I also picked up this bad boy, yo, and I did an unboxing on him, so check him out if you will. But this might be the best figure of 2025. This might be figure of the year. This is that InArt Queen Studios Dark Knight Rises Batman figure. Um, and the detail is just crazy on this suit. I was talking about it last week. I actually got this last show, but I didn't want to unbox it until I did an unboxing. But here he is, man. The detail is crazy. The computer can't even pick it up. It looks way more like a toy on through the camera than it does in hand. But this Christian Bale head sculpt is crazy. This might be one of the best sculpted 6-inch figures ever. So I got an unboxing on him. I mean, ETC. It might be like I just said, like the best sculpted 6-inch figure ever. I mean, it's really well done, and it's the camera and the light is not doing it justice. The details are crazy here. Pretty good articulation, and for the price point, it's not bad. You can get the deluxe, which doesn't have the Christian Bale head, and the deluxe that has the head and a couple of the accessories right here. You get like 4 of these batarangs which are sculpted really well. That's pretty dope. And a bunch of hands, and I just showed you guys the Christian Bale head sculpt, but this is the deluxe. The regular, I think, just comes with a Batman and maybe some batarangs and hands, and very fun. I also grabbed this Mayfix Daredevil. Man, I missed out on him when he went to pre-order, and now he's all over the place for so much money. But there was I guess a re-release in Japan, plasticjapan.com. He was gone forever, and now he's there. Still pricier than I want. I wound up going with Amazon, which is pretty pricey, but I had this coupon for signing up with a new credit card. So I pretty much got $88 off of this. So I only spent like $70, but still it's very pricey. But some say it is the best Mayfex figure ever, this Daredevil. So I can't wait to get him open. I mean, the packaging looks dope. It's in this other big like plastic packaging that protects the box for you inbox collectors, which is pretty dope. I don't think my other figures came that way from Amazon, but it's really great. I can't wait to get this open. I also grabbed this guy. Oh, I also grabbed this guy, and yo, for I have not seen a Gordon in store ever. I finally got my Commissioner Gordon. I'm gonna eventually get around to doing like my McFarlane Toys Bat Family shelf, to show you like the figures that I'm choosing, which Batmans, which Robins, which Batgirls, which Batwoman Huntress to be in my Bat family, and I couldn't have them without Gordon. So this unboxing will be coming out very soon. I got him from this Australian toy spot called Palm. I want to give it to you. Pop Culture. Pop Cultcha Culture. Talking about last week, I grabbed him. Very excited to get him open. Have him standing with my Hush Batman because that's my main Batman. And then I grabbed this guy. And again, I haven't seen him in store. And I went to multiple Walmarts. I did an old fashioned toy hunt. Multiple Walmarts, multiple Targets. Went to Targets that has said they had him, but don't. For those looking, if you need that barcode, you can freeze frame it right there. I'm really excited for this figure because I think it's really dope. Of course, I'm excited for the movie, but I think this can be your Superman robot for any Superman figure. You know, I can't wait to get him open to stand him with this Christopher Reeve, or who's to say your Henry Cavill on your shelf can have a Superman robot. He works with whatever, and since he's so comic booky, you can put him with your comic book Superman figure. And if scale's not an issue for you, who's to say your Superman robot can't be bigger and taller than Superman? He can make him any way he wants. So you can probably stand him with your Mayfix or Mezco. So when I do this unboxing, which will be this week, we're going to see him paired up with a bunch of different Supermen, Super Women, and Super Boys. So that's going to be pretty fun. And that's all the shopping I did this week. It was more than enough. More than enough. Let me just cruise over to IGN real quick, see what news pops out. Like I said, this is going to be a shorter show. Let's see what news is percolating on IGN. Not a whole lot. I went to see Ballerina last night. I know it's been out for a while. Had a good freaking time, man. If you're a fan of John Wick, I think that it's worth a watch. It's nothing really new under the sun. It is typical John Wick fanfare, except with the female lead. But it's pretty dope. And John Wick is more than a cameo. He has a presence in the film. That's all I'll give away. But yeah, that's the show. Like, it's just a quick check-in, man. Etc. How are you doing? What's going on with you? I want to check in with you before I dip out of here. I'm very excited for the Superman movie. So a friend of mine gave me the hookup. So I'm actually going to see Superman on Wednesday, 2 days before it comes out. So my review will be up probably as soon as I get out the theater. I'm running right to the microphone to break it down. Like I said, I am very excited for this film. It's giving me everything I want in a Superman movie. That being said, that's based off the trailers. I can go to that movie and it can suck. It can be terrible. And I'll be like, man, why did I buy all these David Corns's Superman figures? Although it's pretty sick. And if they ever came out with a Superman Returns Superman figure, I would get it. Even though I didn't like Superman Returns, but just to complete the movie figure kind of collection, which is pretty fun, in my opinion. Pretty fun, right? That's pretty dope. Um, but I'm excited to see just in general. I'm a big DC comic fan, so it's pretty exciting to see some DC films back. And wherever we land on it, being excited for James Gunn's Superman or not, I'm happy to see the DCU get started, and I hope it does well because I want more movies. I don't want another rebooting the whole universe. I'm glad you're doing good, man. I am glad you're doing good. Um, it's a good time to be a geek. We got Fantastic Four coming out in a couple weeks. We got Superman coming out this week. We got The Boys this summer. I didn't check out oh my gosh, it just escaped me. Oh, Sandman dropped yesterday. Or Friday. I need to watch that. I'm looking to get the Battle Damaged Superman and Metamorpho. I got him right here, the Battle Damaged, and I have to tell you, when you go into the store, look through the different Battle Damages if you have them, because they're all a little different. Some are more dirtier than others. This one that I picked up had way more soot and smoke. You can't really see it because of the light. He had way more soot and smoke on him than some of the other ones. And Metamorpho, that I will wait to see the movie because I'm not, he's an acquired taste unless you love him in the comics as far as the look. And I need to see the movie first. But that's the one that's sitting. That's the one that's sitting. Yesterday was out on the river with some friends fishing for. Wow, did you catch any? Did you catch any? You have the $20 Superman. Oh, the one, yeah, this one. Honestly, I like this one better. The regular $20 over the deluxe. I got the deluxe for crypto. And the wire cape is cool, man, but I really love the way the cape attaches here. It's just like the way it is in the movie. Whereas here it's a little janky. And mine's real janky. Mine is like because it's not supposed to go all the way back like this. So mine isn't I'm not really happy with the wire cape as far as QC on this one. So I'm actually going to cruise by Ross in the next couple of weeks because, Ross is dropping these joints, the regular edition version of this. Um, the Ross is dropping them. And if they're there for like $13, $14, I'm going to cop one of these. I think they're doing a Superman movie, Hush Superman, and Three Jokers Batman, maybe, I think. I'm still waiting for the Ultimate Edition. Still, did you order from McFarlane? I almost caught a few, but they slipped off the hook. Oh shoot! But it's still a good time, right? Hanging with your buddies, having some beers. That's nice. I'm sure the weather's beautiful in Alaska right now too. Here it's really beautiful during the summer. Um, but yeah, so honestly, if it wasn't for crypto, I would have been cool with him and just the rubber cape. To be honest with you, it's it's not a bad look, and it kind of gives you that raised S that he has in the movie. Yo, since we're talking about Superman toys, those in art and Hot Toy Superman figures look crazy. Let me see if I can pull them up. They look crazy, and I have to say, in art, whew, it's killing the game. It's killing the game. Let me see if I can find these bad boys um, to show you. Let me see. Where are you? One second. I'm gonna pull up the both of the Superman Hot Toys and Superman in art. And while I'm looking for that, we also got a glimpse of the Pattinson Batmobile that looks like it's going to be coming out. Someone found it in a toy fair, which looks pretty dope. Let me see. All right, I'm about to pull this up right now. Let's share my screen. This might look a little weird. So you see right here, we have the Hot Toys David Corn Sweat Superman figure. You can pre-order for $285. No, it is $285. The head looks a little crazy. No lie, the head looks a little crazy, but the suit looks pretty beautiful. And Crypto looks fun. I would say the body definitely has bigger muscles than he should. But it's still a great figure, man. And it might be worth getting if you're a Superman fan, a Hot Toys collector, and when the movie comes out, you enjoy the movie. I guess there's a lot that has to go into that. But yeah. And then let me show you. Let me get out of this. And then let me show you the in-art joint. The in-art joint is kind of, I mean, they kind of said Hot Toys hold my beer because the in-art version is crazy. Let me see. Here we go. Yo. All right, let me share my screen. Did it share? I don't think you see it. What's going on? I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. Oh, here we go. Okay. Look at that joint. That is crazy. This likeness is nuts here. And then they're giving us a closing eye sculpt. And the proportions are way better than the Hot Toys figure. And I think the Crypto is better sculpted. Now, this is going to be more expensive. I think it's like 3 something. But look how gorgeous this is. Yeah. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I think I like the way the Hot Toys, um, the way they connect better, the cape, I should say. But oh man, what did you think, etc.? That Hot Toys is, I mean, that InArt is crazy. InArt is coming for Hot Toys' money. I tell you that much. It's more expensive, and I think it really is geared to your taste. I think the way the head is cut on the neck is a little different in art, and I know the display bases are different, and they have different sizes. I think InArt's display base is pretty huge, so if you don't have the space for that, you're not gonna. I don't know why you would go for that one, but anyway, those are dope. I'm not getting anything like that until at least I see the movie and like it, because I can hate it. But anyway, I'm out of here, man, etc. Thank you for jumping on, give me somebody to talk to. Y'all, well, I'll be back with Chris next week. I think there's gonna be more videos this week. I'm gonna do those unboxings that you saw, at least two of them for sure. And me and etc. We're gonna figure out a time to talk about what we think makes the best live action Superman. So that video will be coming out this week before Friday. We might record it. I don't know, but it's gonna come out before Friday. And I'm gonna have some more stuff coming out this week, man. It's a big Superman week. Looks good. I still don't like this suit, which stinks because he looks like a good Superman. You know, I hear the suit's grown on me. The suit has grown on me, and in the trailers and clips, it looks like they did the post production to it where it's a little bit more seamless. It's not as baggy, so they fix it in post, which I figured they would. One thing I'm like, they could have gave him a more traditional S. I think if he had a traditional S, it would be easier for us to like get behind the suit. It took me a while, but I'm into the suit now. But if it just had like a regular S, right? Like just a, I'm looking for something here, but just like a traditional S, you all know what that looks like. But just a traditional S on the suit, I think it would have been much easier. But I'm excited for it. I can get my head around that part. I loved Henry Cavill's suit, but it was way too dark. And in later iterations, way too much muscle, silver muscle. So I don't know if we've had a perfect live action Superman suit. Christopher Reeve was dope. His S was really wonky though, and of course it was just spandex, which wouldn't work now. But yeah, I did a ranking of Superman costumes. So I might be doing. I think my tune has changed. I think Cavill's suit. I don't think I love it as much as I used to. I know it's crazy to say. It's just way too dark. And I didn't think I realized how much more color I needed in the Superman suit until I saw David Corn sweat. I'm not glazing him. It's just between Cavill and Superman and Lois. We just got really used to seeing live action Superman with really dark, muted colors. So it was refreshing to see like bright colors again. And now I'm kind of on that train. One of the best blue. I completely agree with you. Dean Kane's Lois and Clark Superman suit is the best freaking blue because it's a darker blue, but it's still vibrant, right? It's not like Superman and Lois or even Cavill where it's a dark blue, but it's so dull, it's almost black. That was a deep, vibrant, darker blue. And the spandex they used had that metallic sheen to it. Listen, for a long time, that was my favorite Superman suit. I liked it more than Christopher Reeve's suit. And I know that's blasphemy, but I like the bigger S. I like the vibrant red, and I love that blue. His boots and belt were kind of crazy, though. His boots and belt were very crazy. But yeah, absolutely. Finally, we agree. ETC. Finally. Best blue. And to be quite honest with you, might be my favorite Superman cape as far as the way it flows and hangs. It might be. I did like Cavill's in Man of Steel, but it was too velvety. I like Dean King's. My only issue was the S could have been slightly smaller. The boots were terrible. I didn't mind the big S. He's such a big guy. Yeah, if the S was a little smaller, it probably would have been better. But I like the S being bigger than Christopher Reeve. I didn't mind it. And I loved how big it was on the back of his cape and how it was like raised in gold, not outlined in black, like the Reeves S was, which was pretty cool. But I liked how, yeah, I liked how Dean Kane's was closer to this his S. That was really it. I mean, and for the time, like it was a great suit for the one after Christopher Reeve, right? Or Superboy, which is very similar. Except Superboy's S was better. I would say Superboy's suit was the better upgrade from Christopher Reeve. Anyway, let me get out of here. Y'all enjoy your Sunday. Eat some good food, watch some TV, hang out with your family, watch some geeky stuff, read a comic book, do what you do, have a good time doing it. I will be back, same super time, same super channel. And by the time we live next week, we got a whole movie to talk about. A whole movie to talk about. Uh, that was the problem with Brandon Routh and Henry Cavill. They didn't have the S on the back of it. Dude, I can get down with trunks or no trunks, right? I'm cool with Superman having trunks. I don't mind him having no trunks as long as they figure out the belt situation. But an S on the back of the cape, I need it. There's something hokey and fun about him having an S on the back. It's fun. Now I'm cool with like Kingdom Come versions not having it because it's his own thing and it's a version of Superman that you're able to take those liberties with. He's older, he's darker, but yes, the S on the back. Now, and yeah, Cavill's would have been dope with the S on the back because his whole thing was like the undersuit of armor, right? Like that chain mail under armor. And the cape was so regal. Like to see the House of L embroidered on the back of the cape, I think fits perfectly with what Zack Snyder was going for, right? We do agree again. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening here. Why are we agreeing so much on Superman? That's hilarious. Because we don't. No, we don't disagree. Like you're a Superman fan through and through, and there's just so many different versions and types of Superman to enjoy. You like the more George Reeves, stoic, kind of like Alex Ross drawn Superman. I like mine a little bit more Smallville, boy from a farm, Superman for all seasons, all star Superman. But then it varies to me. Honestly, I think I'm more down for the Silver Age version right now because, we've had such darker and more serious Supermen in movies anyway. So I don't mind a change, and perhaps after these movies with David Cornsweet in about 7 or 8 years, I'm going to be ready for something a bit more grounded. The pendulum's always swinging. But after the Snyderverse, and I did enjoy Snyder, but I feel like it would have been disrespectful to Zack Snyder to do a Superman movie that's going to play with the same things he played with as far as tone, right? You're respecting him as a director by doing a Superman film that's completely different than his, instead of like redoing his own movie. I loved Pattinson in the Batman, and I love the Batman. But if that came out, like if we didn't have Ben Affleck playing Batman and Batman v Superman in Justice League, if the Batman came out right after the Nolan films, it would have felt like so you kind of just gonna redo the same energy and tone. You're just gonna like yeah. So I'm happy that we're getting more of a sillier, lighthearted. I'll say lighthearted Superman. But yeah, after about 8 years of this, I might be ready to get let's get grounded again. Let's get more serious. Give me Superman in the real world again. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going on a tangent. I'll be back next week talking Superman. You know it, but they'll be reviewing other stuff. Check out the channel, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.